Alright, shalom, shalom, shalom to all the sincere Akim. Back at you once again to the pound spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Just finished off my Hilangoli and my Hilangoli ride, going around the trails, and I just couldn't help notice, because you just can't help noticing, man. See that there? See it there? The cylinder shape. That's the cylinder shaped chariot. It just zoomed in there. It zoomed in. I zoomed in, then it kind of back off so you can get a better view of it. So yeah, man. Abaratazar, we almost had this bitch. The angel of the Lord campeth round about them that feareth them. Them that feareth him, the angels, man. So Psalms 37 and 7. So in the hopeful year of all the prophecies coming to pass. So yeah, man, we're gonna see more and more and more and more and more of the domino effect of seeing more chariots, hearing about more rumors of wars, seeing the dominoes falling in, toppling over, meaning the prophecies, the digital dollar, they're bringing that in slowly but surely. The slow, they call it the slow effect, or the slow boiling effect. And so, man, I just said, let me just film one of these chariots today. Last week it was up there, and I got it on the camcorder today. And yeah, I did do a video on chariots last week sometime, trying to spread out, trying to put out, undermine the Akim's faith. They was saying, did they shoot down a chariot? Did Russia shoot down a UFO? Maybe they shot down a UFO or a drone or some form of shrapnel in the sky, or maybe some enemy out there, but it wasn't no chariot or aerial phenomenal, unidentified aerial phenomenal. But they can't shoot down chariots. And I'm gonna throw out a precept for them, trying to be he's just doing what they do, trying to control a narrative, trying to throw out doubts, trying to throw doubts out there. And they very well know what the chariots can do. After you know what the chariots can do, why would you be so stupid and say silly things like, did they shoot down a chariot or a UFO? Yeah, they could say that, you could say that. Why would you say that? For you believers, man, that's for you believers. And all those that know, that believe, and you got doubters out there that think that let me zoom back out, because it's just one of them nights tonight, man. It's just one of them nights tonight. Busy night. Stars are everywhere. And I was thinking of the precept, 1 Kings 6, with Elijah and Elisha. If ever the Most High was to open up the skies, let me read it. If he was to ever open up the skies like he did, like he showed Elisha's servant Elisha, 2 Kings 6, if he was to ever do that, and 15 says, and when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots, and his servants, and said unto him, alas, my master, how shall we go? And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. If he was to open up the heavens for us to see, while we're going about doing our daily chores, our daily work, our work resting and playing, the whole planet will stop on a dime. The whole planet will stop on a dime and look up, and you got all the doubters and the fearfuls and the enemies of Yahshua Allah. They would probably faint and collapse on the spot, and we would be giving glory and praising him, man, just like Elisha and Elijah. And the enemy, in this case it was the Assyrians, They was frightened, and the end result was they were strucken with blindness. They were strucken with blindness, and they ended up killing one another. They were thrown into confusion, the Assyrian army. And that was all the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua. The angels did that. And answered, fear not, for they that are with us are more than they that are with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man. And he saw, and behold, the mountains was full of horses and chariots of fire round about. And round about Elisha. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord and said, smite this people, I pray, there with blindness. And he smote them with blindness, and according to the word of Elisha. And Elisha said unto them, this is not the way, neither is this the city for. Follow me, and I will bring you to a man whom you shall seek. But ye led them to Samaria. And that's the end result of what happened to the army. They were strucken with blindness. The Syrian army was strucken with blindness. So that that's all he had to do, man, was open his eyes so that he can get bold and build up his confidence. And we don't, through faith anyway, we know the chariots are up there in the myriads, in the thousands, in the hundreds. They're always there. And there's going to be a time when he's going to open our eyes and the enemy's eyes, and they're going to realize what they was really dealing with back there. Shot down a UFO. When they say UFO, they're talking about a chariot. When we say UFO, we're talking about an unidentified flying object. But when we say chariot, we're talking about a chariot. We know what time it is, and we know what kind of power they bring. 2nd Ezra 13 goes into all of that. 2nd Ezra 13 goes into that. Ezra was explaining what he saw, something bigger than a mountain. Couldn't see from the beginning of it or the end of it. Isaiah 68 says that they come with fire, and he's going to bring fire. Psalms 34 and 7. The angels campeth all around about them that fear him. Ezekiel 1. Precepts, so many precepts. Revelation 1 and 7. When Yahushua returns, he's going to return the same way how he left in Acts 1 and 6. Psalms. There's another one. Psalm 66. No, that's Isaiah 66. Psalm 68. Too many precepts to mention, man. So this is what kind of military we're talking about. An invincible military. So I just wanted to go into that, man. You know, for all you doubters out there, you can see the shape of it. And this is how they used to describe it years ago. When they first saw them going over the White House in around 1948 or 1951, around that time. They kept seeing them going over the White House, Washington DC, and every time they came out, they scrambled on their radar, but they were still up there. They were still there. They saw them on the radar, but they couldn't see them with their naked eyes. So they know what kind of force they're dealing with. Yeah, it's that time, man. It's that time. Lord willing, it's this year all the hopeful prophecies coming to pass. Where all the prophecies come to pass. Abba Ratazar, Lord willing. And it's one of them nights tonight, man. You can feel the vibe too. The vibe was nice tonight. It wasn't even that cold, man. Once we got going on the hills and the gullies, whether it be muddy or rainy, and once you get going, once you know, they say pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds. Resistance makes you stronger. So Yahweh Ratazar, Abba Ratazar, he puts us through these oppositions, these conundrums, because he's I would say Yahushua he's the best personal trainer you could ever ask for. The best teacher, the best personal trainer, the best mathematician, everything, you name it. He's omnipotent, man. So yes, man, shalom to all the sincere. I'm going to continue with my little thing, my routine. Abba Ratazar might be back with the next one later on when I finish. And hit some more precepts. Abba Ratazar, this is the year. Once again, shalom to all the sincere, man. There are more with us than they that are with them. You see all that land there? All that land? All it takes is one angel. He can destroy, one angel can destroy all of that. And he could destroy the whole earth if it was the Most High's will. So all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, putting the spirit on me to do it. Bring another video to the sincere Akim. The house of David is rising. Everything the wicked have done to us, past, present, and future, is falling upon their own head. There are more than that are with us than that are with them. And don't let them fool you. While the foolish are turning fool, may the righteous stay cool. While the fools are turning fool, may the righteous stay cool. There are more than that are with us than they that are with them. Have no fear. We out to the next one.